Welcome to an in-depth journey into the art of crafting Montreal-style bagels, often hailed as the best in the world. Over the next 9 minutes, we'll delve into every aspect of bagel making, from the history and ingredients to detailed steps and pro tips for perfecting your homemade bagels. Montreal bagels are renowned for their unique texture, flavor, and baking process. To replicate these iconic treats, let's start with understanding the ingredients you'll need. First and foremost, high-gluten bread flour is the star of the show. Its high protein content is essential for developing the chewy texture that Montreal bagels are famous for. Warm water serves as a catalyst for your yeast. It should be warm to the touch, not hot. Too hot water can kill the yeast. Granulated sugar provides the yeast with food to kickstart fermentation. It also imparts a subtle sweetness to the bagels. Active dry yeast is the leavening agent responsible for making the dough rise. Ensure it's fresh and active for the best results. Salt enhances the bagel's flavor, but don't let it come into direct contact with the yeast, as it can hinder fermentation. A bit of vegetable oil is used for greasing to prevent the dough from sticking during rising and baking. For the classic Montreal touch, sesame seeds or poppy seeds are used as toppings. You can also get creative with toppings like everything seasoning or even cinnamon and raisins for sweet bagels. Before diving into the dough, dissolve the sugar in warm water in a separate bowl. This mixture will activate the yeast, so it's important to get the temperature just right. Around 105 degrees Fahrenheit to 110 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 degrees Celsius to 43 degrees Celsius. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of making the dough. Once the yeast mixture is frothy, add it to a well of flour and mix until a shaggy dough forms. Turn it out onto a floured surface and knead it for about 10 minutes, or until it becomes smooth and elastic. Place your dough in a lightly greased bowl, cover it with a clean kitchen towel, and let it rise for about 1 to 1.5 hours or until it doubles in size. The warm, moist environment allows the yeast to work its magic. After the dough has risen, punch it down to release any trapped air, ensuring an even texture for your bagels. Shaping your bagels is where the magic happens. Divide the dough into equal portions, typically 10 to 12 pieces. Roll each piece into a smooth ball, then use your thumb to create a hole in the center, gently stretching it into a ring. Remember, the hole should be larger than you want it to be when the bagels are finished baking. Place your shaped bagels on a floured surface, cover them with a kitchen towel, and allow them to rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. This brief rest helps to relax the dough, making it easier to shape. Now, let's discuss the secret to Montreal Bagel's chewy perfection, the boiling process. Bring a large pot of water to a gentle boil, and then boil each bagel for about 30 seconds on each side. This step sets the crust and ensures that your bagels have that signature chewy texture. After boiling, place the bagels on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper to cool slightly. Preheat your oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, 232 degrees Celsius, while you prepare an egg wash by beating 1 egg with a splash of water. Brush the egg wash over the boiled bagels. Now, it's time to add your favorite toppings. Classic choices include sesame seeds or poppy seeds. Sprinkle them generously over the bagels. Finally, it's time to bake. Place your bagels in the preheated oven and set the timer for 20 to 25 minutes. Keep a close eye on them. Baking times may vary depending on your oven. Before we conclude, let's take a moment to appreciate the history and tradition of Montreal bagels. These delectable creations have been a staple of Montreal's culinary scene for generations. The city's vibrant Jewish community brought this beloved Eastern European tradition to Canada, and it quickly became a beloved local specialty. Traditionally, Montreal bagels are baked in wood-fired ovens, which impart a unique smoky flavor and charred exterior to the bagels. While many bagel shops in Montreal still use wood-fired ovens, you can achieve excellent results in your home oven. To perfect your Montreal bagels, here are some tips. Use a timer to keep track of the boiling time. The 30 seconds on each side are crucial for the bagel's texture. While kneading the dough, aim for a smooth, elastic consistency. You can perform the window pane test by stretching a small piece of dough between your fingers. If it forms a translucent thin membrane without tearing, it's ready. When shaping the bagels, don't rush. Take your time to create even rings with properly sized holes. When adding toppings, be generous, ensuring they stick to the egg wash for that signature appearance. Lastly, don't be afraid to experiment with flavors and toppings to make your bagels truly unique. In conclusion, crafting Montreal bagels at home is a delightful journey that combines tradition, creativity, and culinary craftsmanship. So go ahead, enjoy your homemade Montreal bagels and savor every bite of these iconic treats. If you enjoyed this in-depth bagel making adventure, we invite you to subscribe to our channel. Give this video a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your feedback and support inspire us to bring you more delicious recipes and culinary explorations. Until next time, happy baking!